Hey guys, Creative Vinas here, and today we will learn how to design this beautiful business infographic. It's a 6 steps roadmap, and it's a very versatile slide, and you can use it for timelines, roadmap, uh, project process, 6 steps, bullet points, and you can showcase some stats. So this is a very good slide for that. I hope you will like it, and we will learn how to create it. So please subscribe to our channel, join the membership, and if you want to download it, click on the G Drive link provided in the video description. And before moving further, let's watch our sponsors video. Businesses run on information, and information is always driven by pitch decks, proposals, documentations, creative assets, and infographics. Visme is a leading platform where you can convert your thoughts into a nice high quality piece of creative asset. Visme has a vast and unique library of creative assets, be it graphics, images, videos, high quality interactive templates, fonts, and it is a complete business solution. Visme is a powerful yet easy to use platform, and it empowers you to bring thoughts to life. What makes it more powerful is its ability to collaborate and communicate the content. Often Visme is compared with other design tools, and even you might be already using other design or presentation tools, Visme will take your design and presenting abilities to the next level. I am using Visme from some time, and it has helped me being more creative, and it really saved my precious time. Think of an idea and try Visme to make it more meaningful. In the description of this video, you'll find more information. Join Visme now. So for this infographic, you have to start with rounded rectangle first, and you can place it like this and make sure it's rounded from left and right, and duplicate it and decrease its height and place it at the center like this. And the idea here is to subtract it from this blue rounded rectangle. So slightly increase the width of both these shapes. And now you can use the merge shapes option in the PowerPoint. It is one of the best option in PowerPoint, and you can use it to create custom shapes. And now you can see we have easily subtracted the orange shape from this blue shape. Now just get rid of this extra portion again by using the merge shapes option. Now duplicate it and flip it horizontally. Horizontally means towards the left or right, and place it like this as you can see on the screen. Just focus on what I am doing here, and now click on union. Now this is a single shape because we have clicked on the union. Now the next step is to insert this rounded rectangle and place it at the beginning because we want the edges to be rounded. And you can always zoom in the slide to make sure the alignment is perfect and the shapes are well aligned. And similarly, you can place the second shape at the bottom end. And now you can select both these shapes and go to merge shapes and press union. And now you have this shape as we call it roadmap, because this infographic can be used as a roadmap for any project or a timeline. So just to see how it looks, so I have created a gradient background and I've applied the white fill. When I say white fill, I mean the white color. And now let's create some partitions as you have seen at the beginning of the video. So these partitions look really nice as it helps in easily understanding the infographic. So we have applied the shadow effect here, and make sure the shadow is soft. Now create the second partition. So we need to create 6 partitions because this is a 6 steps roadmap, and if you want to create more, so you need to kind of adjust it, and you need to create multiple layers as well. So you can always try. Now place one horizontally like this, but I think we do not need these horizontal partitions, but we'll see it later how we should, how it progresses, and then we'll see. Now let's create the steps. When I say steps, it means the actual content, the first step, the second step, and so on. So for this you have to insert this rounded rectangle. Now let's insert this shape. I think it's called parallelogram, and align it with this rounded rectangle and then send to back, so it gives a 3D look. And remove its outline, and let's fill the color here. So we will go with the gradients, and this is the color palette that I have created at the top. So I have just searched online few color palettes, and I just copied this one, and now let's create a gradient with the help of 3 stops gradient, and each stop will have a different colors. So first stop has a light color, and the last stop again has a light color, and the stops in between will have darker tone. So this will create a very metallic look and feel. And now we have to somehow match the edges here, but we need to remove this roundedness from the top, and for that we again need to use the merge shapes option. So for that, increase its height, insert a rectangle and draw it like this, and remove this extra portion by using the subtract option. And now you can match the edges like this. Slightly increase the width of the shape at the background, and now you can match the edges. And now it looks fine. Just duplicate it and place the second step here. So similarly you need to add all the steps like this, but make sure the steps are aligned to the top and is equidistant from all the references on the left or the right. So you can similarly place the third one as well. So this is the third step, and again duplicate and place the fourth one here, and similarly you have to place the fifth one and the sixth one. So the more you will practice, the better you will get in terms of alignment and the placement of overall items on the slide. And you can always see these guides that automatically appears whenever you try to place any shape or item. So it always helps, and make sure to follow these guides. Send to back, and the shapes are ready. Now let's fill the gradient colors. So I've already placed the color palette at the top, and this is really helpful. You can always use this eyedropper tool to pick the colors. So I'm now using 3 steps gradient. Initially I was using 4 steps, but I think 3 steps is fine. And make sure the gradient is top to bottom, the direction. When I say direction, you can see the direction here above the gradient stops. You can click on the direction and make sure the direction is from top to bottom. So the gradient color scheme should follow the vertical approach. So similarly you have to place fill the gradient colors in all these shapes. And I have already created one video, if I'm correct, on how to fill or create gradient colors. You need to just type in Google Creative Venus gradient colors or something, try some keyword and you'll get the video. So watch that video and you will learn more about gradients. And if you are watching it for the first time, please subscribe to our channel. The more subscribers we will get, the more we will feel motivated and we will create more beautiful content. So you can skip this part if you know how to fill the gradient, and you can move to the next step. And if you think the video is slow, because I create the videos at the slow speed, because many of you generally ask that the video speed is fast, so you can always click on that cog icon or the settings icon below the video on YouTube and you can adjust the speed. If you are good in PowerPoint, then you can watch it at 1.5x. If you are new to PowerPoint and want to learn, then you can watch it in the normal speed. And if you want to take it slow, then watch it at 0.75. So you can adjust the speed there. So here you can add the starting and the ending point. So I have written go and finish, but you can write like phase 1 or the start date or the end date. So it depends upon the content that you want to create. And now let's add some text. So I'm using dummy text. And let's use Monsterette font, our favorite font. Reduce the font size and make sure the text should be small and less as well for this infographic especially. So I've seen PowerPoints with so much text, it doesn't create any sense, because Word document from Microsoft is for the text. PowerPoint is the visual representation of the text. So always use less text on the PowerPoints. So this is heading, so you can remove it if the content requirement is such. You can place some stats or facts. So you can always customize this slide according to the content that you have. Now duplicate these content placeholders and place it on all the steps. So here we need to kind of adjust the placement of these partitions so that content can be placed properly. So let's move this step to the left and also move this partition to the left. So you can always use arrow keys on your keyboard. Select the item and press arrow keys to move the items. Don't try to use mouse, because with mouse you can mess up with the alignment. So we don't need that partition, so we removed it, and I think now it's fine. The text is perfectly placed. I think we will face the similar problem in this last row as well. Let's see. So duplicate and place the text here, and yes, you can see there is no room for this last text. So let's create some room here. So I'm just thinking what can be done here. I think we need to move these steps to the left. Let's keep this partition at the side for a while. and move this partition to the left, and also move this step to the left, and let's see how much room we have now. So again move to the left, and I have removed that partition, so that partition wasn't necessary because there is already one horizontal partition there, so that was taking excessive space. And now you can see now we have enough room for this last partition to add the text, the finished text. We can create some more room here. So things like these always take time in PowerPoint. Creating the objects or the shapes didn't create much time as compared to these placements and alignment. And here you can place the finish. So the base is, the overall base of the slide is done. Now we need to add few more content here, to some customization, and let's change the color of the heading and match with the color of the shapes next to them. So each step will have different color as per the color scheme. Now let's add the steps count here. So I'm adding count, but if you think you have some numbers to showcase, you can write that, or if you want to showcase some icons, so you can add icons as well. If you want to showcase some image, you can also do that. So this is just a placeholder, and you can add any item here. So it's very easy, and I hope you know how to add text here. Right click, edit text, and write 1, add shadow effect. Similarly for the second step, change the font, increase the font size to 54. Apply shadow effect. And follow the same rule for all the steps. So I'm doing it one by one so that you can watch it and see how it's done. But there is one fast method as well, and that method is select all these. First write the numbers, then select all the numbers, I mean all the shapes, and then increase the size and apply shadow effect. So that will save time. But here I'm going step by step so that you can easily understand. So now we have added the text as well, and apply shadow effect on this base shape here and increase the transparency of the shadow effect. And now let's add some nice background here, because I think a nice background will add that depth in the design and it will make it look more realistic and give it a feel of a 3D wallpaper or something. So I think this dark background looks really beautiful here. Let's add one more layer to add a color scheme. Fill gradient, remove outline, and let's pick a dark blue gradient. And apply radial gradient type and increase the transparency of the first gradient stop and then send to back. And now insert this shape at the bottom and adjust it as you can see on the screen and send to back, and select this background and then send to back. Now fill gradient here, and we will fill white gradient on both the gradient stops. And you need to change the gradient type to linear and increase the transparency on the first and second gradient stop. And you can see this 3D base here, a platform. And now apply the reflection effect, but I think we will apply the reflection once everything is done. And now it's the time to add icons. So go to icons and select 6 icons as per the content. So we are just picking some random icons here and we will place it one by one. Again, the steps are repetitive, and if you know how to do that, you can skip to the next part. And if you're new to our channel and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. Click on that red subscribe button and this will really help us. And if you want to learn how to do it yourself, you can always download this template from the link provided in the video description. It's a Google Drive link. Now we are doing some additional things here, some value addition, or you can say to enhance the aesthetics of the slide. So here I have written step vertically and we will place it on these steps. And just focus on the alignment here. And once all these are placed, then align. Select both these items, align to the top, and change the color to white because the visibility wasn't that good in black. And follow the same steps for the second row as well, and similarly the first row. And one last step, let's insert a small line like this. And the line should be straight. Increase the line width and cap type round and the joint type round as well, and change the color to white. And place it towards the bottom. I think black will look much better. Increase the transparency and now duplicate it and place it on all the steps. This part is very easy, and once all these lines are placed, you can align using the align option. And always try to use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move the items on the slide. So our slide design is finished, and we should now check the final output here, and I hope you will like it. So please subscribe to our channel, join the membership, hit like, share this video with friends and colleagues, and we will see you guys in our next video with something more beautiful and amazing. Till then, bye bye.